Is out. Denara, what's going on? Gridlock Productions, what's good? And it is 7 o'clock, so I'm going to put everybody on mute. Cool. So, welcome everybody. As we know, people are going to be coming in. That's okay. Getting in here. I was talking to my brother today. And I was like, man, at first I was going to go over, what's going on, Kat? At first I was going to go over subject twos. I know, I think someone asked me about that. But I wanted to hold off on that. Because Mr. Tony Robinson Sr. is having a course on subject twos and how to do them. I've done them, but I definitely have not done as many as he has. And so if you guys are interested, it's in Charlotte. It's I think Saturday and Sunday, the 18th and 19th, I believe. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go. I might just make the 19th though. But it's $1,000. So if you guys are wondering, it's $1,000, but it's going to show you how to do subject twos and how to put them in trust and all that good stuff. So good stuff to know. So I kind of wanted to wait until I did that. If I go there and I shell out the $1,000, then I can get that information and hopefully you can pass some of that information on. But if you guys obviously want to go, you're going to get a lot better information than if you waited on me. So that's why we're not doing subject twos today. But today I was talking with my brother, and he was suggesting that we do show you guys how to find some buyers, some easy ways to find buyers. Anybody have a buyer's list of at least 40 people? No one. Okay, cool. So then we should be doing this. All right. Someone put their hand up. Was that you, Drake? You put your hand up, or was that by accident?
Yeah, that was me, but it was just a quick subject to question, but I know you said that you're going to wait on that. I was just going to ask, are you interested in doing long-term subject twos, or do you want to just do short-term just so you can get the rehab and everything done? Are you interested in doing like long-term rentals with subject twos?
It all depends on, I guess, the deal and the season that you're in.
Gotcha.
So if you're you're trying to accumulate cash, then you probably want to do them and sell them.
Gotcha.
If you want to keep them for rentals, if you're in that phase of your investing career where you want to keep them for rentals, or you just think this one will be a better rental, maybe it's a really, really low mortgage, or maybe the mortgage is $500 a month, but you're you can get rents in there for like $1,100 to $1,200 a month. If that's the case, then I might want to hold on to that one. So it just depends. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to that course. I don't know if I'll make it both days, but you got to reinvest in yourself. It's $1,000. I will probably make, I'd say a low estimate, $30,000 to $40,000 off of that course, because I'm going to pay for it, and I'm going to, obviously, since I paid for it, I'm going to take that information, I'm going to use it. I was just talking with Max today about me wanting to do more subject twos. But that's not what we're talking about today. Like I said, once I go to that course, I'll have a little bit more information, and I'll be a lot better. I'll be able to explain a lot more, instead of just doing it from my limited experience of a couple of subject twos that I've done. All right. Yeah, I do need to rest. Let me see. What if your seller vanishes on a sub 2? If my seller, if the seller vanishes, then their house goes in foreclosure. Okay, that's pretty much why that's most likely why they're doing a subject 2, right? Because they're trying to sell their property because they don't have enough and they don't have enough equity in it for wholesale or flip, and they've fallen behind on their mortgage or whatever, and that's typically the normal reason why subject twos come in. So I don't know if their seller just vanishes, then you just got to try to hustle to find them. But if they don't want to be found, then you just got to keep on moving. There's nothing you can do at that point. Okay, so hold up. When you want to pay it off, don't you need them to pay off? No, you don't, because they pretty much leave. So her question was, when you want to pay it off, don't you need them to pay it off? No, because while you're sitting at that closing table, you're going to get well before then, before you even get to the closing table, you will have all their information, including a power of attorney, meaning saying that you can make financial decisions over that property. Plus, the property is deeded to you, so you're actually on the deed. But I don't want to get too deep into it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to keep this one right at the hour because I'm still not feeling well. So we're gonna go ahead and go right into this thing. So we got people that have been in this course for a while. I appreciate you guys. And I have people that just signed up today. I appreciate you as well. Sometimes you're gonna hear some things that are similar. Sometimes you won't. Today we're gonna talk about finding buyers. I'm gonna kind of walk you through the whole process. All right. This is how you can pretty much find, for the most part, go into, be wherever you're at, wherever you're sitting at right now, and jump into any market across the country and start to find buyers. All right. So first things first, let's understand the where are we going to find the best wholesale deals, and maybe not the best wholesale deals. Let me take that back. Where are we going to find the most prevalent wholesale deals? All right. We are going to find those deals in like C, B class neighborhoods. Okay. C and B. So if you guys don't know what that means, A class neighborhood is like Buckhead, Beverly Hills, like high end areas. B class neighborhoods are suburbia, but kind of upper middle class. And you got C class neighborhoods, what are like working class neighborhoods. Okay. You will find good deals in D class neighborhoods as well, which is a lot of people would consider the hood. And then F class is just like a war zone, right? Like 50 Cent says, get the strap. So D class, you can find some deals for sure, absolutely. Just the right type of investor. We're going to show you that today. C class and B class. B class neighborhoods, the wholesaling fees will typically be higher in a B class neighborhood. You're talking about an upper middle class type of a neighborhood. But those deals you're going to find less of them than you would in a C class neighborhood. That just makes logical sense, right? So I want you guys to follow my journey as the way I think through these things, because a lot of this stuff is just thinking through the problem, okay? So in C class neighborhoods, in B class neighborhoods, you're going to have people that are, 9-to-5ers. They probably have corporate jobs, work for corporate America, decent jobs, and not too many Section 8s. So even though you're going to get higher wholesaling fees in that neighborhood, they're going to be a little bit more harder to find the buyers, okay? At least through this way. But C class neighborhoods, you can find buyers very easily this way. Excuse me. And the reason why is because in C class neighborhoods, you're going to start to see Section 8 tenants, okay? Now, in order for you to be a qualified Section 8 landlord, okay, you have to go through a whole checklist, right? Normally it's a annual inspection of the property, okay? Certain places, it's every 2 years, right? Every 2 years. They do it every inspection every 2, like the one I'm about to show you here. But either way, this takes someone with some real estate investing acronym. Is that how you say that word? I tried to say a big word. It didn't work out.
Acumen.
They had to be smart. They had to be smart. All right. So you're not talking about your run of the mill investor. Okay. So they typically have more than one property. They're into this thing for real. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through. I'm going to look for a buyer right now. Who knows? We'll see if we can find them. Maybe if I can find them, maybe I might even call them. All right. We're going to walk you through this process. And so one of the first things that you might want to know is what the Section 8 rentals are going for. Okay. So I know we just pushed into Augusta, and we're getting some good traction in Augusta, and we want to find 3 buyers every single week. That's our company goal. 3 more buyers every single week. Once we get our 3, then we move on to something else, right? But every week we got to find 3 before we move on to, looking for something else. Okay. So you can go on to Section 8, just Google Section 8. I think it's I Go Section 8. I think is what it's called. iGoSection8.org or .com or something like that. Just Google it, Section 8. And you'll go in there and you can put into your city, and you can start seeing where the rents are at. Actually, let me just do this real quick. All right. I go, is it, or go Section 8? Yeah, go section8.com. I'm sorry, go section8.com. So go section8.com. You're going to type in your city. This one's Augusta. All right. Then you're going to start to see like a pattern of where the rents are at. 729. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. You also got to be mindful of the bedroom bath configuration. Okay. So 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay, that's 729. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. 3-bedroom, 1.5. 769. 689. 719. So we're seeing stuff 585, 599. So we're seeing pretty much everything. This is the only one above 800. This looks like these are the same. Like this is like an apartment complex. As you can see here, this one says no voucher necessary, but they take vouchers. Okay, all these places take vouchers because this is on the Section 8 portal. Okay, so you can narrow it down to what type of property you want, but I just kind of want to know a general area. Okay, now I know in Augusta, Georgia, and I found this out just from talking to an investor that has multiple Section 8 properties, that in Augusta, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, or a 2-bedroom, 2-bath will rent out for $585 a month. Section 8 will pay $585. For a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, or a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, for whatever reason, they don't distinguish a difference in Augusta. Either one, they will pay $785. Hence this one somewhere up here, $769, but it's $785. Okay, so $785 is what they'll pay, and they will pay $25 per month extra for year 2, and then $25 per month extra for the following year 3. So if you're in it for the first year, they'll pay, let's say $785. Okay, that's Section 8. Now, if that tenant continues their lease for the next year, they'll give you a rental increase as the landlord of $25 per month. Okay. And then they'll do that for another year if they follow up and they renew their lease another time for another $25. So your rent, but then it caps. Okay. So most areas are similar to this. Excuse me. Most areas are similar to this. But really what I want you to take away from this is I just want you to see where the Section 8 rentals are at. Okay. All right. This is important. This is important because this is going to dictate where we put our price points. Now, if I was to look in Los Angeles, California, obviously these rental rates will be different. If I was to look in Charlotte, North Carolina, these rental rates will be different. If I was to look in New York or Boston, they would be different. So this is a way that you can do this anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the U.S. from the comfort of your couch and find out where should I be looking for my buyers. Okay. Once we know our range, I'm going to say right around $800. I'm just going to go to Zillow. I'm going to type into that same city. Man, I am still not feeling good. All right. So I already have it preset, but if you guys don't know, obviously you want to put it on only for rent. You don't want to check off any of these, only the pinkish purplish dot, the for rent one. Get done. And obviously, like I said, because I went to that Section 8 rental area and I know the mentality of like, okay, if these are Section 8 landlords, these are real investors. Like these are people that have multiple properties, okay? I'm putting in that top end of 800, okay, for that area, and I'm here done. Beds, houses, all that stuff I don't care about, all right? Bathrooms, I don't care about any of this. We can do 6 months, we can do 12 months, it doesn't really matter, all right? So here we are. As we can see here, there's a strong here in the middle. So let me zoom in. I'm gonna pick this one here. It's kind of blurry, I'm trying to wait for it. Oh. Come on now. This is going to defeat the purpose of this. Let's see. All I need is this address. Let me get this address real quick. Oops. Okay, cleared up. All right. So, oops. I need, right? So this is the house. Obviously, it's Section 8. Kind of take a look at the picture here. Or no, I'm not saying this might not be the price point that I'm looking at. So give me the best chance of getting into that Section 8 price point. Okay. So I got what I needed from behind this person, right? So I'm going to go. I already have it bookmarked here. I'm going to go to your city tax assessor or something to that effect. Basically, you want to get to the part where you can pay property taxes, okay? So again, every county is going to be different, but how would you pay your property taxes online, okay? So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go online payments. Click on online payments. Once this loads up, it's going to ask, don't do this to me. Am I frozen or are you guys? No, it don't look like I'm frozen. I see other people moving. Come on now. There we go. You can do it.
You're going now.
There we go. All right. So I'm gonna hit accept. Man, I hope this doesn't do like this is gonna take a while. I am going in and out. Am I going in and out?
You seem to be good now. It just
Yeah?
happens once in a while.
I can only see right now because it's only showing Okay.
Yeah, you went out.
So if someone can let me know if they can't hear me or if I'm going in and out. I can only see a small group of people now. All right. Well, while I'm back, let me go ahead and go here. So I'm going to just type in that property that I copied and pasted. Okay. And we're going to load this thing up here. Hopefully it doesn't take long. Boom. All right. So as you guys can see here, move this out of the way. This person didn't pay their taxes, but 802 Wallace, it's on Rossmore. Okay, let's take a look like this. I love seeing these little red X's. Only past due $6.32. So not a whole bunch of thank you. Not a whole bunch of motivation here. All right. But all I need is this. I need their name, okay? So we're putting these pieces together, right? So now that I have this person's name and verified, and I can look up through property or the person's name, right? I'm gonna try property search real quick, see if I can find it faster. Yeah, come on, that's what we want. Sorry for the internet taking so long. I might switch off my hotspot and go back to my internet. It's just taking forever. Stay with me, guys. All right, let me try this. Are we all still here? All right. All right, so we got Miss Florine Moore here. This is Florine Rhett Moore. This is the same person right here. Can someone, someone's off of mute. There we go. All right, cool.
I don't hear anything, Tommy. You still there?
You guys got me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can, yes. Now we can't.
Are you guys there?
You're breaking up.
You're there? Can you guys hear me? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Breaking up still? Man, I had to check this internet. I'm paying way too much money for this internet. It's not working. All right. Let me see if I can go back. You guys can see me now, see and hear me now, right? At this point, all we're going to do is go ahead and start calling these numbers, going through these numbers to find out if she's a real buyer. Okay. So before we go ahead and do this, does anybody have? Share real quick. Does anybody have any questions? Mute everybody again. Does anybody have any questions that about this process? They can raise their hand or just take themselves off mute. Anybody want me to do this process for them? So Rob, you got your hand up. Go ahead.
All right, I came in a little late. What are we working on tonight?
Oh, Rob, man, we're looking at getting buyers in a new area.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm on board now.
Yeah, how to find buyers.
Okay.
All right, cool. Tania, let me lower your hand. What's up?
I wanted to know exactly what was going on. We're looking for buyers and not the owner of the property, like split tracing, right?
No, we're looking for both. So the owner of the property. So understanding the fact that. So let me put you back on because it's kind of loud in the background here. So the logic behind it is that we're trying to find specifically Section 8 buyers. So people who like to purchase properties and then put them on Section 8. So because investors that do that are normally a little more sophisticated. They typically have more than one property. They buy, if the deal is good, they're going to buy. Okay. So we did that. Number one, we had to understand where do those deals lie at? Okay. Where are they at? Understanding the market that you're in. Obviously, if you're in LA, if I just randomly picked a rent for Omaha, Nebraska, I've never been to Omaha, Nebraska, right? I don't know if Section 8 is $500 in Omaha or if it's $1,200 in Omaha. So all I do is go to the Go Section 8 website, see what everybody is listing their Section 8 rentals for, and I'll have a range. So then when I look in Zillow, I can set my range correctly to give myself the best chance to finding Section 8 buyers. Once I do that, then I go to Zillow, I find a home that fits within that range. I find it, then go to Been Verified. After I go to Been Verified, I get that person's information, their phone number, and then I will call them. And after I call them, I'll ask them, hey, my name is Tommy. We just got into the Augusta area. We're looking for buyers for properties. We have a couple under contract right now. Do you mind if we send them to them? So that's the whole process. I thought I saw somebody else had a question. Oh, Logan. Cool. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Did you say that you would do it for one of us? Because I'm about to get this house under contract tonight or tomorrow. That's really close to Section 8.
Okay. Do you already know the Section 8 rental prices?
Sorta, kinda. I know a guy that owns like 14 of them. I need to get in contact with him.
Well, that's all right. We can just find it here. So it's even better that you do. Okay. Hopefully this thing won't act up. Let's cross our fingers. All right. Because it seems like when I'm talking to you guys regular, it works all right. But when I start doing all this crazy stuff, it starts to act stupid. We're going to go Section 8. Go section8.com. What's the area? What's the name of the city and state?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Logan?
Yeah.
Logan, what's the city? Hello?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa. Oh, it's it must be really delayed. Oh man. Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's kind of lagging, but
Logan, are you there?
Yeah, hello?
Logan? Yeah. I think as soon as I start sharing my screen, it starts to lag. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Tommy, I'm not sure if it's just
really
YouTube, but I can hear you fine and I can hear Logan just fine.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, he's in Tulsa, Oklahoma if you need it.
Let me try to do this. When every time I start to share the screen, I find I start to starts to act up. Can you guys still see me? Cleon, can you still see me?
Yeah,
Cleon,
I can see you. You're frozen. I can
still
see
lagging?
you. Yeah, it's lagging. It's the share screen thing.
Yeah, it's lagging pretty bad, for me at least.
Let me walk you through this one, Logan. Because I don't know what I'm saying. So let's do this. On your computer, let's go to gosection8.com. You guys can hear me in real time now, right?
Yeah.
You can? Okay.
All right, I'm on Go Section 8. Can you hear me?
I know if I go on. All right, just type in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna mute everybody. Man, this thing is lagging bad. All right. All right. Once you're there, are you there, Logan?
Yeah, I'm there.
What are the rental rates there?
$850 a month and $600 a month, $570 a month, $560 a month, $600.
So pretty much 800, 850 is the highest. I would probably say the highest is probably somewhere around 800.
Okay.
Some landlords try to get a little greedy and they'll do 800 and make the tenant pay, the difference. So they're paying like $50 a month. I probably would venture to say it's right around 800. So now just go on Zillow. I wish I could show this, man, but I know it's just going to act up. Go on Zillow and then take your price point for rents to 800.
Okay.
Maximum $800. And if you guys are following along, maybe try to do this with him so you can see it.
So I do for rent and then.
Yep, and then $800.
Okay.
Okay. Now, once you get to that, you're gonna see a map on Zillow, right?
Yeah. Well, hold
So
up.
once you go to Zillow, type that, and you're gonna see like where it's all clustered at, those areas, address of it.
Yeah, I got it. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Seems like it's catching up. Is it you can hear me in real time or is it lagging?
I can hear you. It's kind of weird when I go full screen on my internet browser, then it starts to lag, but to view the map,
Yeah. I don't know what's up with this thing. We'll try to work through it. So once we get there, you should find the person's name, right? Or find the address. Now, have you gone to look at properties? Have you gone to look at properties in whatever county Tulsa's in? Have you ever been to the tax assessor's office there?
I've never been to the office there now.
I mean, on the website. Have you Googled it before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so just go to that tax assessor's office online.
Okay.
Is anybody else following along with him? Maybe in their own city? Okay, good. All right. Now you're going to go ahead and look for the area where you normally look to look for people. So normally pay online. That's pretty much almost where it's always at. If you could pay your taxes online, that's typically where it's at.
Okay.
And then from there, you're going to type that address in. It's going to give you their name. Let me know.
Wait, hold up. You want me to look at like where you go to pay the taxes online?
Correct. So have you ever done this before where you're driving for dollars and you went to go look up the person?
Yeah. It's just different on my assessor's website. That's why I was confused.
Okay. So however you normally do it,
Okay.
you find the person's name, do it that way.
Okay.
I normally do it the way where you can pay it online because you can see if they're behind on taxes or not. right. So at that point, it's just once you get their name, right? It's just a skip trace.
Right.
At this point, correct?
Right.
So do you have been verified?
No, I don't.
Okay. So been verified. I would suggest that you get it. It's worth it. You need to get been verified so you can look this person's name up. And once you look their name up, then you'll be able to. Once you look their name up, you'll be able to give them a phone call to get in contact with them.
Okay, that's what you use to find people's numbers and stuff.
Yeah. If
Because
you put their name,
I've got
their
white
name.
premium, but it's kind of trash, honestly.
All right. Well, if you put their name and their information in here on the chat, I will try to look at it real quick.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let me do this. Let me go back to this view here. All right. Where's the chat at? There it is. Anybody have any questions on this process? Drake, where you at? Oh, there you are. Go ahead, man.
So not on this process specifically, but I know you were saying that the best neighborhoods were either the Class Bs or the Class Cs. So I know the Class Bs, it brings in a bigger assignment fee, but how isn't it going to be a lot harder to find buyers with that amount of capital to buy Class B properties?
It is. Yeah, it is. That's why you don't find them often.
Is there a specific tip that you would give to find those type of buyers, or just the same little trip that you could do as far as seeing who's bought those cash?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that you can do. Specifically, I would look for the last sales or last deed sale date for that very, very specific neighborhood and see what they paid for it. And you kind of have to understand the market there. So if you see a below market price, that's someone who probably is an investor. But it is a lot more difficult to find those people.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was hearing someone earlier talking about that also, and they were like, "Yeah, that's the hardest buyers to find." But if you can find it, then like you said, you get a pretty good spread. So okay. Yeah.
And I would just go to some RIAs too, and just ask, hey, who likes to buy in B class neighborhoods? Does anybody know? Because they're there, and they're like, those particular neighborhoods are people. Excuse me, those particular people, they like B class neighborhoods, and they won't go into C most, or they definitely won't go into D. Like, they're very specific. Godly. Anyway, all right. Anybody else got any questions? What's that? What would you say? Am I still lagging? This is driving me. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Timothy, because I don't know where you're at.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. What's up, man?
How you doing? Hope you're feeling better real soon, man. I have a question. I've been visiting the courthouse recently, and I've been actually doing it in Chatham County, Georgia. And I understand that Georgia is a tax.
Next time.
I don't know. Somebody cut you off. Somebody's not on mute. Guys, please keep yourself on mute. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Timothy. You got cut out. What'd you say?
Well, I was researching the delinquent taxes in my county, and I spoke to the lady at the courthouse, and I was just trying to get the best process to wholesale to delinquent taxes. They said after the property goes, the property owner has 2 times a year to pay their taxes, and after the property goes through the tax sale auction, they have a year and 1 day to pay the back taxes, the bid amount plus 20%. Am I reaching out to those sellers that have already gone through the auction saying, hey, we can retrieve your house that way? Or what properties am I trying to get when it comes down to the tax lien? Because it's the back taxes are only like $1,000 and things like that.
Yeah. So I mean, if that individual lost their house to a tax lien, right? Or they call them like these hybrid things, right? You're right. They have a year and a day, which means they have a year and a day to pay that money back. So you can just go straight to the owner of the house and then tell them that you want to purchase their home. Now, and like I said, I've said this before in the beginning, they feel like they're going to be able to do it themselves, right? But if it's a large enough number, like if it's only $1,000, they probably will be able to come up with $1,000 over the course of a year to, pay those taxes. But if I bought the taxes at the courthouse steps, and then you go find the owner and say, hey, Tommy bought your taxes for $20,000, but now because of the 20%, you got to pay him another $4,000. So you got to come up with $24,000, and you only have a year and a day to do it. And you say, oh man, I can't do that. Well, okay, I'd like to purchase the house from you. I'll take care of the back taxes, and instead of you getting nothing, I'll put some money in your pocket, and maybe you get that house. You got to do the evaluation, see what it's worth. Maybe you can get that house for 30. Put 24 back into my pocket, the investor's pocket who bought the taxes. They're happy, and then put another 6 in that person's pocket, so they got some money so they can move out and go find an apartment or something else. They're not out on the street.
Got you.
Cool.
All right, appreciate it, man.
No problem. All right. Someone else had their hand. Oh, Warren, what's up?
Hey, how you doing? How's everybody doing tonight?
All right, man.
I went to the tax commission's office last week in DeKalb County, and I asked them about what could I do to pay someone's taxes that was delinquent but didn't sell at the tax sale. And they told me all I could do was submit to have it relisted, go back up for tax sale, or I could have to go through the owner. So that's what I'm doing. The ones that don't sell, I try to contact the owner. But I went to the courthouse steps yesterday. They had auction.com up there, and they had tax sale. And this one property on the Vista Road started out, lowest bid was $5,000. Ended up $200,000 was the top bid. These people were bidding crazy.
So there's your B-class buyers for DeKalb County.
Exactly, and I got his card. Man, he bought 4 properties. One was 70,000. One was 3 of them was in the 100,000 range, and that one for 200,000.
Yeah, there you go. So you just got to know your market. I don't know where Drake's out of, but $200,000 in DeKalb, that's a B-class area, So yeah, $200,000 in Los Angeles, you're in the hood. So just know your area, and then you'll know where those areas are at. So that's dope. I'm glad you got his information. Bill said you can also go to Section 8 contact number landlords and property managers. Landlords and property managers are really good. Obviously, landlord is the person who owns it. Property managers are really good because they have a whole bunch of people that are coming to them. Sharon said, Tommy, I know you have a 1-page contract in your course. Do you also use the state contract for wholesale deals as well? If so, under what circumstances would you feel it is best to use a state contract? I never feel like it's the best thing to use a state contract for wholesale deals. I don't like it because most of the time it scares people away. They see this big, long contract. They see this big, long contract, and it starts to they ask a whole bunch of questions, and they got to get everybody and their mama to read over it. I like the one-page contract because it now the large. Oh man, are you guys still there? Can you guys still hear me? It says my internet was unstable. The longer contracts do offer a lot more protection for both parties. There's some things in there that, like, if you're just doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's never going to come back to you. But if you perform on your end and you really want to go through, like Ramona asked, well, if your seller signs a contract and then you find a buyer and they're ready to perform, and all of a sudden your seller decides, oh, I don't want to sell anymore. Okay, even though it's in the contract, okay. I know here in Georgia, the judges will favor the homeowner, even though it's in the contract, okay? But you have a better leg to stand on with the state regulated contracts. There's more stipulations in there. There's more verbiage in there that makes you a little more secure on your end. My personal thing that has happened to me one time, or actually we were at closing day, buyer was there, I was there. Seller decided not to show up. Seller just decided he wasn't going to sell on the closing day. So, could I have sued because I performed on my end? My buyer performed, money was there. We had a contractual agreement. Could I have sued him? Yes, but I don't want to go through that hassle. To me, that's not the projection of my business that I want to kind of put out there. So I don't want to be known as the guy who's suing homeowners to get their houses. So I just chalked it up, unfortunately. All right, let me lower your hand, D. Marcus, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Hey, I got a question. So my whole purpose was I was trying to go through the whole tax delinquent process, and I did a number of things. I went to Fulton County. I opened the Open Record Act. And they directed me to a whole bunch of different people. Basically, I understand the difference between a tax delinquent property versus a property who has a tax lien. And my whole goal is I was trying to find properties that were tax delinquent. I want to find owners that have delinquent taxes before it actually turns into a lien and kind of market to them. Do you have any suggestions on that? Because I had trouble, going through Fulton County. I actually went all the way to the city office, filed an Opens Record Act and everything like that, because I know when it comes to the lien, you got a number of things in terms of waiting for them to see if they want to pay their taxes and things of that. I just want to kind of find homeowners that have tax delinquent properties of over 2 years and kind of market to them. Do you have any suggestions on that?
Yeah, I only have things that I've heard. I've never done that. So I do know that before it goes to tax delinquent, or I'm sorry, before it goes to a tax lien, there's something called a lis pendens that's filed on the property. Okay, so and there's actually a piece of paperwork that's filed before then. I don't know the name of that, but that paperwork is pretty much all internal. But then the lis pendens is defined is a government document, or I'm sorry, not government document. It is it's like the first step to take this thing to the courthouse steps. Okay. Now, I've heard that there's ways to find those lis pendens. I heard that it's also very tedious. When I asked my mentor about it, he said the best thing to do is to find either a tax, someone who works in the county clerk office that you can create a relationship with, and they can kind of lead you to that without telling you exactly. But I personally have not done that. So I don't want to tell you the wrong way. I do know the first step is a lis pendens, and if you can look that up and figure out where that is, then you can go through it. But there's lis pendens for, also foreclosures, for everything, right? So you gotta it's a lot of time going through that data to figure that out.
Okay, absolutely. You mind if I follow up on that?
Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely.
Just real quick, because obviously a lot of us are new here, so we're trying to figure out obviously the best marketing avenue, whether it be absentee landlords. Would you have any suggestions on that? Absentee landlords, tax delinquent. I've heard other investors to say tax delinquent, pre-foreclosures or anything like that. So,
What do you mean to find absentee landlords?
yes, finding new motivated sellers, pretty much. What do you suggest in terms of the first marketing scheme? Would it be an absentee landlord with high equity, or pre-foreclosures, delinquent taxes?
So if you're looking for like stay at home and just do it from the computer type of stuff, then you go to list source, look for multifamily, duplex, triplex, quads, right? And within your specific area, all those people are going to be people that are going to be investors, right? You're not buying a duplex unless you're some type of investor. You might be a small time investor, but you're some type of investor. So that way, so you can do that for that particular area. So if you're in Fulton County, if you want to do multifamily absentee owners, then all those people, meaning that none of them are house hacking, right? Nobody's living in one house or one side of the duplex and running out the other. They're absentee, completely not there. So that's the easiest way to do it if you're trying to find those type of buyers. Got it?
Yeah, I got you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the information, by the way.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff, guys, is really not, it's not hard. It's not complicated. You know, being able to look this stuff up is not, you just gotta kind of, you know, walk yourself through the process. Okay, how am I going to, what type of person am I looking for, and kind of work backwards from it. All right. Do we have any other questions on this? Nope. Cool. All right. Well, no, it's crazy. All right. So since we don't have any more questions, we are going to kind of sign off here. Who else here did that video from yesterday or from last week?
So, yeah.
But,
That's all I have to say. I just want you to start.
Anybody else put the video up?
I guess I'm almost halfway through. Well, I'm past halfway through.
Hey, somebody's off of mute. All right, let's put everybody back on mute because I can't. All right, let's try this again. Anybody else do those videos and put them into the Facebook group? No. Come on, guys, do the videos, man. Do the videos. Get your stuff out there. Let me see. Someone said, is it still meet up tomorrow? Yes, the meetup is still tomorrow. 6:30, the doors open. 7 o'clock we start, and that will be at 3400 West Hospital. Where can you watch the video again? It was just in the Facebook group, the private Facebook group. Still be, thank you. Warren said, oh, Dex, okay, never mind. What is, Bill, it was a video of how we're using social media for our Facebook leads, but you can do it if you're whether or not you're doing paid Facebook leads, like I showed you last week, or if you're just going to be posted on your Instagram or your normal social media feed, just what to say, how to say it, what to do, where to set it up. So that's what we talked about. All right, man, I feel like crap. And I'm going to let you guys go. I don't have the same vigor as I normally do. So, but I appreciate you guys, man. Oh, my bad. I did promise Logan. Hold on 1 second. Logan, let me go back. Where'd you? Can I copy and paste that? Boom. Copy. All right, Logan, let's cross our fingers, man. And then once I do the screen share thing, that my internet doesn't start acting stupid, right? So you might have to write this number down quick if we can get to it. Search. Okay. And what, this is Tulsa, right? Tulsa. Come on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Everybody's still here. Only person I can see right now is Warren and Drake. Look like you guys are still alive. So that means my internet is okay. All right. Start taking some photos because I don't know how long this is going to last. So you got a couple of numbers here. Logan, take yourself off mute. Let me know when you got these numbers so I can move to the.
Hey man,
Or maybe
I don't know if you can
not.
hear me, but
I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I
It's
got
only
it.
4 numbers anyway. All right. So we good?
We're good. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Am I still? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. No problem, man. All right. Talk to you guys later, man. Let's go out there and kill it. Love you guys, man.